Welcome. My name is Chelsea and I help run the Community Investments Program along with Colleen. Our office is known by a lot of different names, Lodge Grants, SIP Grants, or the Program Department. However, if you're looking for grants, we're the people to call. We are here almost every Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. So please give us a call or email us and we'd be happy to provide program information and assistance. Our contact information is included at the end of the webinar. Promise Grants. This year, we're offering $2,500 grants available to the first 300 lodges that submit an application for an eligible youth activity, regardless of ENF giving. So please note that the Promise Grant does not rely on per member giving for eligibility. All lodges can apply for the grant. It is awarded on a first come, first served basis. Applications open on April 1st. 2019 and will close when all 300 are awarded or on December 31st, whichever is first. Typically, all promise grants are awarded within a 2-month span, so keep that in mind. The project must be completed by March 31st, 2020. Important to note that the sooner you get it in, the better. We typically award all of our promise grants within the first few months, as I've said already. So each year, all promise grants have been accounted for earlier than ever. So we know that lodges are eager to get their hands on one in an effort to improve the lives of local youth. There is a wait list. In some cases, promise grant funds are returned, at which time we will look back at all other submitted applications. But I do want you to note that it is very, very rare for someone to turn their promise grant funds in. So if you're on the wait list, the possibility of coming off of it is slim to none. So here are the requirements for a promise grant. They must be used for a youth activity, no donations. So promise grants must be activities in which Elks and youth have direct interaction. We encourage lodges to hold events that give youth and Elks a chance to come together and that focus on serving youth who are at risk or underserved. The project must be engaging, and as I've said, the focus should be on children in need. So some ways to identify children in need would be children in foster care, children with disabilities, children of active duty military, youth involved in the juvenile justice system or have a parent that is incarcerated, or children from low-income households. A way to identify those children would be through programs that typically target low-income families, such as the YWCA, YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, Head Start, or Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm pretty sure there may be a number of them in your local community that target youth in need. So we encourage you to reach out to those organizations. So promise grants should meet one or more of these needs. Our 5 promises to youth: providing youth with safe places, promoting healthy living, offering support from caring adults, emphasizing the importance of education, or encouraging community service. So that means by following one of these 5 promises, that they must be activities, so no donations. Here's an example of a lodge who had a great project. We have Greenville, Mississippi, lodge number 148, which partners with the local camp for children with disabilities for its Promise Grant. The lodge schedules a handful of dates to host activities for the children attending the camp. So as you can see in the picture, they went out for fishing and it looks like they're having a good time. So again, projects must go beyond a donation of funds and or supplies. They're meant to give youth and Elks a chance to come together. So meaningful involvement is key. So here are some examples of projects that qualify or don't qualify. So a sports team sponsorship would not qualify because that's just a donation. Instead, starting an intramural sports league for teens would be more appropriate. Clothing donations would not qualify because it's a donation of supplies. However, you can host an Operation Warm event to provide coats to children in need. That's a new partnership. We started with the organization last year, and a number of lodges have gone on to implement those projects at their lodges and have seen success. The dictionary project does not qualify for Promise Grant funds. A better project would be holding a reading fair or hosting a youth book club. Purchasing equipment for scouts would fall under a donation of supplies. So instead, the lodge should consider partnering with scouts on quarterly service projects. Um, Donations to DARE would be a donation of funds. So of course that would not qualify. However, monthly 3 events for teens that have them focus on positive activities versus participating in at-risk behaviors would be a better match. And lastly, a donation to the Boys and Girls Club would be a donation of funds, so would not qualify. However, the lodge could organize a field trip for participants attending the Boys and Girls Club. That's the end of our webinar. If you have any questions and you need guidance, feel free to contact us in the Lodge Grants office. Our number is 773-755-4730. And of course, you can email us at lodgegrants@elks.org. Thank you for listening.